Oh my god. Oh man. I just need just 5 to 10 minutes of just venting, and then I'll be okay. Because today is, listen, we've had a lot of days like this in the last 50 years in Philly sports. Days like today. This is a bad day in Philly sports. And for someone like myself who is always preaching positivity, always staying positive, and I've done a pretty solid job of staying positive in the year and a half, I would say, that I've covered Philly sports, including the Philadelphia Union. Excuse me, drank a lot of water as well. This is a bad day in Philly sports. This is right now a bad moment in Philly sports. Let's not just say bad Philly sports day. It's been a bad Philly sports moment accumulating to what is today. Where do I start? The Phillies right now, that was the first thing that just drove me up the wall. This week is the final week of play in Major League Baseball. We need the Phillies in these final two series against the Washington Nationals and the Tampa Bay Rays. And although these are both away series, we needed to win both of these series, quite frankly, in order for us to get into the postseason. I know we needed at least 4, and you needed at least 3 out of 4 in this series. But come on, for Christ's sakes, you're talking about a Washington Nationals team who is absolutely putrid this season. You're talking about a Tampa Rays team who has locked up the AL East. Those guys they have locked up the AL. They don't need anything else. They're not fighting for anything else. Obviously, we haven't gotten to that point yet, but the Phillies back-to-back days, losing to the Washington Nationals, and that's really what's driving me crazy, because in both of these days, we had our aces, right? Last night, Zach Wheeler. Today, we have Aaron Nola, and Zach Wheeler goes about 5.5 innings, right? He allows 2 earned runs. Today, Aaron Nola in the doubleheader goes about the same thing, 5 innings, and he allows 3 earned runs. And we lose both games. You lost both games to the Washington Nationals! And that's it. The Phillies season, I can easily say right now that the Phillies season is over, because you have the second game right now with the Nationals. It literally just started, so I'm not sure what the hell was going on in that game, but I just don't see, especially all the injuries too, which I understand you can't control injuries, but injuries are killing Philly sports as well, which has got me like this too. But it's just way too many injuries right now. Bryce Harper, I feel like he's just playing because he wants to give a fighting chance for his Phils to get into the postseason. But you can clearly tell that he is not 100%. JT Realmuto got back here today, but the injuries just keep happening. Rhys Hoskins, Jake Arrieta out for the year. It's not like he was giving you much production as well. But this season for the Phillies, this era for the Phillies has been the most frustrating era in Phillies baseball. And I understand that the last era kind of ended very, very sourly, but this era, you're talking about a young core that they gave us in Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, and Aaron Nola. That's what I really would call the great young core that we have right now of star players. And we can't even get in the playoffs in an extended playoff year too. And even if they do somehow find a way to make into the playoffs this season, great. What the hell are they going to do in the first round against some of these teams? When our bullpen has been an issue all season long. We've had over 12 blown saves by this bullpen. The Eagles doing what they're doing right now, and that is frustrating as well too, because and listen, it's the beginning of the season. We had no preseason, so I expected them to be a little rusty. Didn't expect them to be 0-2. I think the Washington loss to me is what gets me more, but when the Eagles lose games, this city absolutely goes crazy, and that's what's driving me crazy. The fire Doug Peterson, the trade Carson Wentz talks. Come on, guys, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of hearing that, and just this 0-2 start really is highlighting Howie's inability to draft. And that's really killing us right now, guys. And it's crazy, and it sucks seeing other, like some of the elite teams right now, the way that they are drafted, the gems that they are getting within the later rounds of the draft, and we can't even do it. We can't even do the same. He's watching DK Metcalf getting looking like an absolute monster out there, and JJ Arthur-Whiteside is out here, doesn't even have a freaking catch in 2020. Not even one catch. And the way Carson Wentz's play is it's very demeaning as well. It's very upsetting to see, but I know he's a good quarterback, and I know he's going to bounce back, so I'm not too worried. But the fans, come on, guys. You're driving me crazy with this. Trading Carson Wentz, firing Doug Peterson. Relax with it. Relax with it. And then finally, last but not least, the Sixers. What got me over the edge is the news that literally just happened a second ago. Mr. Billy Donovan, the coach I wanted Jason Kidd first, but once I saw Billy Donovan leave, that was the perfect candidate for us. That is the best candidate out there. And the freaking Chicago Bulls signed him. Now, I can't wait to hear what exactly happened, but from just the track record of what we have seen, I think that Elton Brand is not competent enough to run the front office of the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, from my understanding, I didn't get any word, but from my understanding was Billy Donovan and Mike D'Antoni came in last week into Camden to interview with the Sixers. And out of that week, what I got was that D'Antoni was the lead guy for that job. And now it is, to me, is become more of a reality that he might very well become the next head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. And that to me is absolutely terrible. I had the vision, Billy Donovan coming in. We somehow get rid of one of those bad contracts with Tobias Harris or Al Horford and get Chris Paul in here. Chris Paul comes in here, plays the backcourt with Ben Simmons, teaches him how to become an actual point guard, gives him the confidence, and just helps him to finally learn, just shoot a little bit. And I had this perfect vision, and now that's gone. And now we're more likely going to get Mike D'Antoni, who is possibly the worst possible candidate for this job, simply because of the fact that system that he runs is not going to be good for Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. We all know that the problem of them two playing together is the inability to stretch the court with them two playing in there. And I just don't think that this D'Antoni system is good for those two players to play together. I've told you guys, the model for the Sixers has to be that 2017 season when they've made the playoffs the first year. You surrounded Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons with shooters, not like, listen, they weren't great shooters, but they got the job done. And that was the blueprint. All you needed to do was find those three other pieces, those three shooters who could just play a little bit more defense, who are a little bit more athletic than the three guys that we had that year. And I think that's going to go out the door. You're going to get D'Antoni in here. He's not going to be able to handle Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons because those guys are not mature yet. I've never seen D'Antoni ever become a disciplinary. He had superstars in place who knew what to do. These guys, unfortunately, it's so sad to say, these guys are not there yet. Yes, both Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid have all the talent in the world, but mentally and in their maturation as well, still needs development. I just needed just a quick, we're at almost 9 minutes now. I just needed a quick 5 to 10 minutes just to vent because I'm at a boiling point with Philly sports right now. And luckily, thank you, Lord, that the Union are giving me a breath of fresh air. I have to wait till tomorrow to watch them play, but and just the way the Flyers season ended as well, losing to the Islanders, the most annoying fan base in the National Hockey League. It's not a good day. Not a good day. And if you are like me, I feel you, and let's talk about it. Honestly, let's talk about it. You guys can reach me down in the comments below. Twitter, let's tweet at me at Parcero Philly. Instagram, you can DM me if you want at L_Parcero_Philly. Man, this is a rough day. Absolutely rough day. Well, I'm going to try to get this workout done. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. And let's try to be positive. Let's say a prayer too. I think we're going to get out of this. It's going to be a minute, though. It's going to be a minute. Fuck.